Going through on Poindexter. This is Tarot on Dex. And I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the street. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started because you know we dominate these times with friends. Let's get a few general messages in before we tap into the collective element messages. And then I'll do one more general message before I let you have your day. What do we got here? What is the most important message? Okay, a high priestess. First card out, first reading of today. So the high priestess energy is showing up prominently, which has to do with your intuitive abilities and capacities and the fact that you're tapping into it and pressed down, shaking together, running over. You're likely maybe seeing orbs, or really like the energy is very palpable and tangible and more notable and noticeable than it had been in previous experiences. So that means like either it depends on where you are on the scale. So you might be seeing things, maybe you're feeling things or sensing things, or like you're getting the underlying meaning of long-term circumstances. Your intuition is deepening, you're trusting yourself more. Ace of Cups energy is out here with the high priestess, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. Justice card energy is out here. I like, because you know what contracts to be a part of, what relationships to invest in versus like bondage, right? And those ships that we talk about that sink. So it's like making wise choices. The strength card energy is out here. Okay, Freya's day. And the Five of Pentacles in the middle of the spread. I like the energy, even though the Five of Pentacles is in the middle of the spread. Why? Well, because it feels like you're like, oh, that's why it's like understanding why certain outcomes in the beginning of your spiritual walk, you learn you're creating this reality by what you think. And I think for most people, that's a slap in the face. Like, the fuck you mean I'm creating this reality? I'm fucking shit damn broke. Right? I didn't create this. And so then when you kind of start walking the path, and then you can look at certain experiences in your life, like the equation, and go, okay, so this plus this equals that. This variable plus this variable gave me that outcome. That's what this feels like. So now you know what gave you certain outcomes that may have made you feel left out and disenfranchised. And because you understand the equation now, this variable plus this variable gave me that outcome, you can now like shape things differently. You know what to invest in, when to invest in. There's this, again, it's self-trust. It's like, oh, I get it now. Temperance angel, which has been coming out a lot. And so now you understand the rules of engagement. You know how to move on this board. You know how you can get out of the stands and kind of stop spectating in your life and really start to play. Get out the stands and get in the field. That's what this is. Five of Wands energy is out here, right? Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. I really feel like there's this change, dramatic shift and change in the behaviors and the disciplines that led to a lot of disenfranchisement, right? The Beanie Babies. You're gonna like all of those behaviors, all of those thought forms, even all of those relationships. Whatever was making you choose certain things, your tastes have changed. And that's what this feels like. You want something different. Like, oh, so if I do that, then I get this outcome. Well, I'm not gonna do that no more. It's this type of energy. Seven of Cups energy is out here. Like, oh, Seven of Cups has to do, it's a troll, right? Their hair, you can look at this experience, right? Like, oh, if I keep acting like that, then I'm gonna keep getting these results. You're coming out of like the wilderness. You're coming out of a place of confusion into a place of knowing and understanding. Eight Cups energy is out here moving toward what's actually going to bring you fulfillment, not what you thought. Right? Ten of Swords energy is out here. And with that, I totally get this. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, 10 Swords. Why? Because, yes, that's got to change. That's got to change. That's got to change. You get the equation now. You understand that when you put those emotions with those behaviors, it led you to poverty. It led you to lack. It led you to feeling unloved, not having stable relationships, being with narcissists and energy vampires. You say, oh, okay, so if I have these emotions with these behaviors, then I get real love, and I get peace, and I get joy, and I get, what are the fruit of the Spirit? Love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, kindness, faithfulness, goodness, and self-control. So you say, oh, I want those things to give me the fruit of the Spirit. And so you're switching the equations around. I like it. High Priestess. Page of Swords energies out here. Like, really, you know how you skim over something and you think you get the gist of a message, and then you actually read it and you further and deeply understand it? It's like you're done skimming You're really looking for a deeper understanding. Page of Swords energies out here with the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. I like this energy. High Priestess is the first card out. I think energetically, to me, it feels like, okay, now we got work to do, right? It's like after you draw the blueprints and you understand what the design scheme is for the remodel, then now we got to like roll up our sleeves and start knocking down walls and rearranging furniture, and the actual work begins. And that's how this feels. If you come over here and start talking the way you were standing over there being quiet this whole time, now you gonna start talking to me as soon as I go live, I'ma know it's a setup. I'm just gonna know that you're doing it on purpose, son. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Roscoe, you know what I don't see myself doing in the future? Giving a fuck about what the next bitch doing. Do you see yourself minding your business in 2026? Do you see yourself focused on your goals? Do you see yourself waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning and doing some meditation and prayer rather than hopping on the internet, scrolling rather than, at least I'm producing. I might not be employed, but I'm producing. What are you doing? Consuming? Greedy? Get your ass on. Do you see yourself minding your damn business and leaving me the fuck alone in 2026? I'm not the one. I know they fool y'all with that love and light bullshit. You ain't gonna get that shit over here. Get your ass the fuck on. Go mind your business. Go outside and walk, bitch. Pray. Talk to God before you talk to me. Don't come over here. Shit. Fat, nasty self. Ugly black self. Girl, I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. I don't know why they think they gonna come over here and get that shit. I don't know why. I don't know. That's the problem I have. What am I doing? If the live stream doesn't end in 5 minutes, it will lead to a 1 hour ban. Womp, womp, womp. Really this beating people life. You know what I mean? They be like, all they do is scroll on the internet and like, this they life. Look for somebody to harass. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Leave me alone. Don't bother me. Shoot fly. You see how calm and peaceful look? That's how I like it to be. Why? Why do I like it to be like that? Because if we gonna get riled up, I'm gonna be the most riled. You understand that? It's a lot of energy that flows to me, so I have to learn how to temper and taper this energy. Don't come over here messing with me and then tell me some. Come on, man. I'm about to go. Why they bothering me? Maybe I need a break. One of my Aquarians said that the other day. She said, maybe you need a break. I had a splitting headache. It was about 6 o'clock in the evening. I had to do a private reading. And she said, maybe you need a break. I'm talking about a splitting headache. Maybe I need a break. Maybe I need an hour off. Trying to see. Let me see, Spirit. What you say? What you say, Spirit? 6 of Swords. Okay. Okay. 6 of Swords energies out here with unbothered. Damn, y'all Spirit on y'all side today. Spirit on y'all side today. Don't let that shit, okay? Because you know I don't got it. You know goddamn well. Spirit already know listen, I am on assignment. I am literally on assignment. I go lay down. What? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I go lay down. I could go for a walk. Hell, me and my son just read a little phonics book. Do some hooked on phonics this morning. I guess shit I could be doing. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. What is the most important message, family? Girl, what's going on? Family what? What about family? Five of Wands. Oh, Lord, not as somebody you know. The letter F showing up significantly. Oh, my God. The most important message for the Divine Collective at this time is that you would be surprised at how, like, it be people who you feel like you are so estranged from. Like, I'm talking to a group of people who you really, like, are focused. Like, you really are focused on the life that you're creating and the life that you're building. And like, what matters to you most immediately. And a lot of the troll energy is coming from somebody who could be connected to you. Like either they know you through the community or they know you through your family. They're connected to you through family and community ties. This is what I'm captain. The letter F showing up significantly. Look, girl, flying monkey. A motherfucking flying monkey. I'm talking about, bro, that watch you more than your partner. Like more than your most supportive supporter. This motherfucker watch you more than him. I'm talking about a lot of times. And like even with what happened before I got into this reading, as an example, a lot of times your haters be your number one fan and like interrupting you, stopping you from going forward, stopping you from whatever mission that you're on. Like I said in the beginning, you're very focused. The letter F is showing up significantly. Is their lifetime achievement goal? Like in their life, like in your life, if you could be successful, leave an inheritance to your children, make sure that you're setting things up for the future generations, you feel like successful. In their life, if they prove you wrong, if the things that they said about you become correct, if all of the predictions that they make about you become correct, then that's what makes them successful. In your life, let me get my mind right, let me get my money right, let me get my spirit right. In their life, let me all of this lies. And let me tell you something. This person is probably older than you, and this person is probably like let's say you were younger than them and then their people always praised you like, oh, this kid is so smart, or this child is going to be something great, or this, they like you had a lot of like achievements at a very early age. Then this older person that could have been like a cousin or a sibling or a neighbor or something like that has always been like, they ain't all that. Like this is like sibling rivalry. This could also be like if your mom and their mom had some type of angst, no matter whether they're your sibling or cousin or not, then that angst is being passed down generationally. Family energy is out here. Five of Wands, flying monkey, the letter F showing up significantly. And you've noticed this energy turn up since you've become more focused. It also feels energetically like if there was a time in your life when you were distracted, meandering, almost wandering through life without any real goal and real focus, this person was close to you, very, very close to you, almost like they like that, and then even would encourage that kind of meandering is the word that they keep saying. Spirit, right? That like vagabond spirit is what it is, just wandering around, right, with nowhere where to go. But ever since you've got focused, at first they were like, it was funny to them. They keep saying this letter F. At first it was funny to them. They're doing this and da 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 da, right? Like they think they're gonna be a hairstylist, or they think they're gonna be a nail technician. They think they're gonna go viral or whatever it is like that. But then the more momentum you start to gain, the more focused you were, then the more like success you achieved, and all of a sudden, now this is your biggest troll. This is the person who is paying all of these practitioners. This is the person who's paying these warlocks and these witches from all different countries and everything to try to see if they can impede this path that you on. That's this person, man. That's this person. I'm telling you, the star card energy is out here because you've healed, and because all of that prediction about you when you were a child, all of that prophecy over your life when you were a child is now coming to true. Because they wanted it to be like, no, like they still feel in your shadow. They feel like they're in your shadow, but who the fuck put them there? They feel like they in your shadow, but who the fuck put them there? Why would you feel like you're in somebody's shadow? If I'm standing so close to you that I'm in your shadow, wouldn't I back the fuck up? I mean, common the fuck sense, right? If I stand so close to you that I'm in your shadow, wouldn't I back the fuck up from being up under your shadow? No, this motherfucker put themselves in your shadow and then say, I'm not in their shadow, and go find something to do. It's this type of energy. Then you get they watching your pockets too. When old boy said what he said, when are you gonna get a job? You watching my motherfucking pockets for what, bitch? They watching your pockets. They watching your pockets too. They want to know what you got going on over there. You heard me? They want to know if you on the edge like they on the edge. Don't keep on pushing me. I just might fall over the edge, baby. Ho, ho, ho. They want to know if you a little angsty like they angsty. They want to know if you under stress like they under stress. Shit, God been carrying you. Even you when you had that vagabond spirit, God was using them to carry you. Come on, man. God always. The Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want. He makes you lie down in green pastures and leads you beside the still waters. He restores your soul for his name's sake. And yea, though you walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, you ain't gotta fear no evil, because God is with you. His rod and his staff comfort you. God prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemy. God anoints your head with oil, your cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy follows you all the days of your life, and you dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever and ever and ever. And that make a pussy ass nigga mad. That make a pussy ass. They don't like that. 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 Page of Swords energies out here. Well, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Shit. They like it and they don't like it. Scratch their ass and get glad, because it ain't never matter. It never mattered what they thought. It never mattered what they said. It never mattered the narrative. It never mattered the curation of them trying to assassinate your character. It never mattered, because God has always got you. Even when you was a little baby, they would prophesy over your life and they said it was something different about one. And this particular person, the letter F showing up significantly, have always been a fan, and they hate that shit. I'm telling you, Empress energies out here. It's been in you, and it's been in you, and it's multiplying in you. It's multiplying in you. That's what I'm tapped into. So you might see trolls and haters and all of this type of shit turn up a little bit more, and it's just because the motherfucking they can see the light of God shining in and through you, and have worked so tirelessly. Like, if they would have put this energy into a fucking 401k, if they would have put this energy into the stock market, if they would have put this energy into real estate or doing something with their life, if they would have put this energy into the gym, they might be somewhere by now. But they've been putting this energy into you. Huh? I tell you, it's laws of the universe. It don't matter. Somebody been giving you a lot of energy. They call themselves doing magic on you. And God helped you to transmute that energy into exactly what you needed to create the life that you wanted to. This is what I'm tapped into. What you saying? In Jesus' name. Huh? Some real shit. In Jesus' name, Ronnie. I'm telling you, baby. They been sending all of this negative energy. They was trying to bring it into you, doing spell work on you. And yeah, death magic, because yeah, something did die. Death to self, life to Christ. That's what I let it say in Jesus' name. Death to self, life to Christ. They want to do all death magic on you, try to do some motherfucking woo-woo shit on you. Shit, that shit ended all of your fucking taste for certain things. You learning to develop boundaries around this. That wandering spirit, that vagabond spirit that you had, that all of that shit got ended. Yeah, they deaf to that. And now you bought your money. Now what they gonna do? Hello. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to help. They definitely pocket watching you. Heavy on pocket watching you. Heavy on, they want to know what. They want to know what that Schwab account do. Mind your business, bitch. Yeah, mind your business, bitch. Mind your business. Just mind your business. They want to know what that motherfucking high yield savings do for they stupid ass. Mind your business, bitch. Yeah, on your ass. When are you gonna get a job? Do you see a job in your cards? Bitch, get out of my business. I don't know why you thought I was the one. I don't know what made me think I was the one. I'm straight. I'm telling you from trenches, man. Sit up here trying to be poised and all this type of shit here. I cuss your stupid ass out. The fuck? This bitch is shaking the table. What? Don't ever get it twisted, man. Don't ever get it twisted, man. Don't ever get it twisted, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna say, Lord, you sure you want me to this with you? You said. I be having to say, Lord, you sure? God say, yeah, okay. Cause shit, I'll shut the fuck up. What? I ain't never. That's something that people, I don't know why people have a problem with that. Who, me? I will shut the fuck up. I won't tell you. I'll let you go through it. I'll let you figure it out. I've been doing that for a long ass time. I'll let you figure it out. I know the whole plan, know the whole scheme, know the whole setup, and watch it like it's TV. I know how to shut the fuck up. Believe that. Hey. My son want to show y'all his Pokemon card. What you got, son? He got a Goomy. Don't know what it means. He got a Goomy. What else you got, son? He got a this thing. Pidgeotto. What else you got, son? Okay, he got a surprise attack on your ass. Exactly. What else? No, he got this Larian. I know Larry. You know Larry? I know Larry.
I know Larry too.
Yeah. And he got Leech Knock. And Leo. Well, I know Leo too. You know Leo?
Yeah.
So, Paulo, you know Leo? Aaron, you know Leo? You don't know Leo. Those more?
Yeah. I never watched Pokemon.
Right. Lichen rock. I use a lichen that's made out of stone, I suppose.
It's warm.
Okay, thank you, son. That's dope. That's fine. Ever grateful for you. Should have seen him standing right there. He was standing right there so quiet, just looking at me with the Pokemon cards in his hand, like we showing cards, right? Like I got these motherfucking cards. I know you're gonna let me show mine. The Ace of Wands energy is in reverse with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Ace of Wands energy is in reverse. It's just, I think that it's important for you to recognize and realize how you're in an experience at this moment that you prayed for before. Knight of Cups energy is out here. And what you know about life and what you know about time is that what goes up must come down. What goes around comes around. The things you do come back to you. Knight of Cups with the Four of Cups is Five Cups. And so your spirit team is wanting you to appreciate. Like really, really appreciate. Like I have two small kids, right? And so like one day they're gonna be grown and they're gonna may have partners in life, and maybe they're gonna not have as much time for me to get on my nerves, right? So like appreciating them getting on my nerves and enjoying every aspect of that experience, because we know that change is constant, is going to be your most powerful path at this time. That's what this feels like. Five of Cups energy is out here. Knight of Cups with the Four of Cups is Five Cups. 5 plus 5 cups is 10 cups. And it's the smallest, most subtle things, because a lot of times, if you've ever seen the movie Click with Adam Sandler, that's how this feels. A lot of times, we're so in a rush to get to this final destination, whatever that looks like. This big house that you want to own, this, ability to live, like, retirement or whatever it is like that. You so focus on getting to that you forget to enjoy the now experiences. And that's what this is. Like your spirit team is saying, don't forget to enjoy the now experiences. You know that change is constant. You're living moments now that you prayed for, that you prayed about, or that in the future, I know you will pray to remember or pray to have back again. So appreciate it now. That's what this is. Queen of Swords energy is out here with the Eight of Swords. A lot of times we get so caught up in the constraints that we face that are always going to be there, right? No matter if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, you're still going to face constraints. When you're impoverished, you face constraints. Constraints are there at every level in life. Sometimes we get so caught up on the constraints that we face. It's so natural. The stress is a natural aspect of life that we forget to appreciate the beautiful things. So remember to appreciate the beautiful things. things. Ace of Pentacles energy is out here with the Strength card. And even sometimes the stress, you can say 8 angel number, thank you, that you're making me harder, better, faster, stronger. Ace of Pentacles energy is out here with the Ace of Wands. So sometimes things get misconstrued and your spirit team is saying, hey, first of all, be grateful for this experience because you prayed for it, and know that it's not going to last forever. So be grateful for the experience. The Moon card energy is out here, right? Change is constant. You prayed for this, and one day now it's here. One day it's not going to be here. But one thing that's always going to be there is trials and tribulations. You could be millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. What they say: the more money we come across, the more problems we see. So then, with that being said, appreciate the now moment, and even the stress, like even the haters, right? Even the trolls, right? Thank you for making me better. That's what this feels like. Two of Wands, a bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Is this type of energy. Love the energy. I guess sometimes we need a little catalyst. We need a little stimulant in the energy or something like that. To wake up the gods. To wake up the gods. How y'all doing out there? A woman in her 90s. She was very small. Sparse hair. Flower dress. She used a walker. She needed oxygen. Quit playing games with my heart. Nah, 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 nah. I've used this deck so much, it's flimsy. I didn't use that deck so much, it's flimsy. Always and forever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. And what is the most important message for my divine collective? What do they need to know most to walk the highest path out here for the greatest good? I am still tripped out about family. Family, not the Empress card coming out here. This could be like part of your maternal family. Family. What? Almost feels like a shout out to my 5th super on a live. Yay. That's my 5th super chat. Thank you so much. 3 of Wands energy is out here with the Empress. 3 angel number. The 3 of Wands says, the Lord said to Abram, go from your country, your people, your father's household to a land that I will show you. One of the most permeating messages that is coming through for the collective at this time is that a prophet is not without honor in his own home. There is this family or hometown hate. There is this energy around the direction that God is giving you and where God is telling you to go, to where your frequency can have the most impact, because you won't have to deal with the interference of people who feel like they already know you, so they can't see what God is doing through you. That's what I'm tapped into. 8 of Wands energy is out here. I just work here. When you face a 3, like if you mirror a 3 to a 3, it becomes an 8. 3, angel number, 8, angel number, right? So there is this almost like, it's not, it doesn't feel like somebody's giving you a speech, but it does feel like all of these, experiences coming together at a single point in time that say, okay, now it's time for you to make some type of move. Something that I think that you've been trying to negotiate, or like, it's like they're ancient wisdoms. One of them that I feel like people deny the most is birds of a feather flock together, right? And people are like, no, I could be around these people and they're not affecting me. But that adage, that old saying is hundreds and hundreds of years old. So why would people say the same thing for hundreds of years if it hasn't time and time again turned out to be true? And so this is one of those things. A prophet is not without honor except in his own home. You might be reluctant to accept and appreciate and agree with that, or maybe try to find caveats and maneuver through the truth. But at the end of the day, the impact that the Most High is trying to allow you to have through your frequency cannot be made in a certain density, and that density exists in what you would call home. That's how this feels. Emperor card energies out here with the Empress energies. They said about Christ, they said, ain't that Joseph's son? They say, ain't that Joseph and Mary's son? And you have to understand that at this day and age, in this time, people knew that Mary was pregnant before she got married to Joseph. You know what I'm saying? So the way they said it in the Bible seems very plain, but back in those days, they would have been like, they wouldn't have said, "Ain't that Joseph's son?" They had they had ways of saying "son of Joseph" that was more respectful. So saying "Ain't that Joseph's son" was a little slight. There was a little slug being thrown there, and this is what I'm tapped into. It's the way that's called energies out here, because people already have such a preconceived notion about how they see you and what they feel about you. They won't be, it's difficult for you to cultivate the faith that what God is trying to do through you. And even Jesus said that. Four of Wands energy is out here with the Eight of Pentacles, right? Think of what David went through, right? We talking about a prophet not being without honor in his own home, right? Him having been like a soldier to what his name was, Saul. He was like Saul's best soldier, and even still found it to be difficult to go from being the number one general in the army to being the king because he couldn't find honor amongst his own people. This is what I'm tapped into. King of Cups energy is out here. There's a part in the Bible when I think it's in the Old Testament when God says, since your tribe didn't know you, since your country didn't know you, since your nation didn't know you, a nation who you did not know will serve you. And that's what this feels like. Six of Wands energy is out here. I do see victory for you, but I also see like this big push and this big like attention being about family or being about a community and being about, if you're going to establish yourself in the ways that you establish yourself, one of the most important things in order to do so is environmental factors, right? You see roses that grow from concrete, but these aren't award-winning roses. These are the cracked up, bent over roses, right? And if you really want to bloom in the way God wants to see you bloom, then you have to put yourself in the right garden. And that's what this looks like. Six of Cups energy is out here. Because family is crazy. Because family is crazy because it be the same people that will pretend not to know you. That pretend not to know you, that will make it their first mission. They make it their first mission to try to tear you down. They don't know you now other times. But when it comes to pulling you down or saying something negative about you, they know you. They know you well. Wow, that's sad to me. I'll ignore a bitch before I hate on them. I will ignore a person before I take the time to hate on them. So that's just me. Can't expect others to be like you. Let's look into finances. Let's look into finances. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. And we should see we got cold in here. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good, ma'am. That is such a personal question. We don't talk about politics, Miriam Meyer. One thing I find is like, let me tell you something. Explain something to you about me. You don't have to look for a reason not to like me, Miriam, Mia. You could just not like me. It don't matter what my views are on all of those political things. If you don't want to like me, just don't like me. Don't say, well, I answered the question a certain way, and because I answered the question a certain way, you don't like me. I'm sure I could give you a lot of things without answering that question. Just how I am on a regular basis. That if you don't want to like me, you ain't gonna like me anyway, right? So what difference does that make? I'm not a political figure. I don't work in politics. I'm not a politician. Why would you come over here? Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And I'm reading tarot to this spiritual space and ask me about politics. There go Apollo ass. 6'7". Apollo gone on, bruh.
Yeah.
Multitasking. Let's talk about money. Multitasking. Debt. Energy is out here and deadlines. Energy is in reverse. Whatever it is that you need to get done is getting done, first of all. I think that your spirit team is saying that you're putting yourself on a time constraint that doesn't exist. And you could even be pressuring yourself in ways that won't allow you to properly function. You know how they have like a cooling system like on most computers, they have like this cooling feature. They have a fan or whatever, just like that. If that fan get blocked, it'll overheat, right? And it's this type of energy where your spirit team is saying you are overheating yourself. Yeah, okay, I get that you have forward, like ongoing things. You still have ongoing goals. You're wanting to kind of like maybe create a type of cushion in your life, especially financially. But who told you it had to happen in 24 hours? That's what this feels like. You feel like your spirit team saying, wait a minute now. You're like Sonic the Hedgehog around this motherfucker, in that you're trying to do something. You're trying to do something immediately, and godly things grow. That's what this feels like. Dressed to impress, energies in reverse. Right? This isn't about how other people see you and how other people perceive you. What you're doing, this goal that you have, is a very personal thing. And it's not supposed to be a punishment. That's how this feels. And it feels like you're making a punishment. If I don't do it by 2026, and that's you do want to track your progress. And you do want to say that I'd like to have it by this time. But you also want to give yourself grace, and that's what this feels like. This is they're saying you're not about to be evicted. Your lights are not about to get cut off, right? So then there's this energy around like, yes, the work that you're doing, but also like allow yourself grace. You're doing 50 things at once. Most of the people I'm talking to are doing 50 things at once. You read tarot cards, you taking care of the kids, you got food on the stove, you got clothes in the washing machine and dryer, you got some other tasks back there in the house you need to do. You doing 17 things at once. Cool. So you got to understand that and give yourself grace. Who told you that that thing on your list has to be done by January 10th? Do you understand what I'm saying? Unemployment energy is out here. And saving money. I get it. You want to save some money. Perhaps you're trying to develop a new line of income, or begin to gain some gainful employment at this time, so that you can purchase some new assets. And I see all of those things coming towards you. I see you saving money so that you can get out of this debt. I see you gaining these new assets, but there's this energy around like coming out of this unemployment, or either incurring a new line of income. But there's this energy around like, this is a very personal goal, is how this feels. Nobody's going to punish you, or there isn't this like need for you to feel angst or edgy if you aren't, where you are on it. This is what I'm tapped into. I feel like there's this energy around adaptability, around being able to adapt your goals and the measurement of your goals based on what's happening energetically. That's what this feels like. Spending is going down. That's always a good thing. And debt being paid. I do see your debt being paid. And I feel like that's what this is about mostly. Like somebody is really concerned about money. Of course, this is a financial read, right? Debt, spending going down, and debt paid. You see this? Look at this. You see, it says spending right here, spending going down, debt, and then debt paid. You also have cards that say saving money and new assets. So this multitasking that you're doing is very efficient and effective. And maybe it may not look like on the external plane that what you're doing is lucrative, but you're actually gaining ground. That's what this feels like. So give yourself a little grace. That's what this feels like. What's at the bottom of the deck? I don't think it's going to happen overnight anyway. So since it's not going to happen overnight anyway, then what if you, created a workable plan? Like, okay, within the first 5 days, I want to have this done. 10 days, I need to have this done. 15 days, I need to have this done. So you give yourself 5-day time periods, right? So that you're not so overwhelmed. That's what this feels like. And I see your like light bulbs going off. These creative ideas, because some of you are looking for like new assets that look like you own a new business. You opened an ice cream parlor. Now you cutting hair. Oh, now you have digital products in addition to your physical products. Now you have an online storefront as well as a brick and mortar storefront. You want another line of income. Maybe you want to start stock trading or doing some type of real estate. And I see these assets coming to you. But I also feel like scheduling, planning, like methodically is kind of what they're showing me is how it's going to be done, not instantaneously. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. None of that overnight success shit. None of that overnight success shit. Should we do love before we do these elements? It's time for me to go anyway. They picking on me. Why is everybody always picking on me? They picking on me. Like, no, actually, you cussed them out. I saw you when you cussed them out. They was picking on me first. And then I cussed them out. It wasn't impromptu, like, oh, I just feel like cussing at somebody today. They was picking on me. Period. I don't know why they felt like I just was going to get bullied. What about me gives off that you can just bully me? You can't just bully me. Why? Why? I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying or how I'm expressing myself that make a person feel like, yeah, you could bully her. I don't know what that is, but I really need to figure it out. Because it's getting a lot of people in trouble. Because it's getting a lot of people in trouble. Something about me gives that, yeah, that she the one. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I'm trying to figure it out what it is about me that makes these motherfuckers feel like I'm not finna get rid of because they ass out. I gotta stop using so many big words. I think I need to get in my sexy red bag. Yeah, with the yeah, and the yeah. I need to stop using so many words. Something, I think it's the words. That's just something. Something. I'm looking at myself right now. I don't think it's nothing about me that make me say I look at myself and say I'm finna go try that lady. Let me go over there and see if I can just bully her right quick. See, you do it. I'm not going over there and fucking with that woman. I don't know what it is. Something, I don't know what it is. Maybe make too many jokes or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what it be though? I'm gonna tell you what it is. They give a fuck about certain things. You know, like one of the first things after I said that, somebody else came in the chat and was like, if you don't end this live in 5 minutes, then your account will get banned or whatever it is like that. Girl, fuck all of that. I don't care about that. Cause your stupid ass out. I don't want my account to get banned. But if somebody play with me wrong, that's the last thing that's on my mind. I ain't tripping on that. I was living life before I ever got this account. I was living life before YouTube ever invented. Yeah, I had a whole life before YouTube ever even came out. The fuck? And Apollo, for real, you're too close to me. I'm riled up. It's not safe. You're not in a safe space, son. See, something about me. It's magnetic almost. You see me over here riled up and crunked up and say, let me go stand right next to this motherfucker. Get cozy. It's magnetic. Oh, you like that, huh? Oh, that's what you like. Oh, you like that. I like it when I get a little spicy. Love sabotage. Ah! Girl, I don't have time. Reveal. I'll be feeling like people want to come clean, or people want to like admit something because they feel like they want to be a good person to you. Cause you living your life, you doing your big one, you living your best one. Now all of a sudden you living your best one, and they want to be honest with you. You get what I'm saying? I don't be feeling like everybody that want to confess on some Usher shit. These are my confessions. Bitch, you could have kept that shit to yourself. We was already breaking up and shit. You could have just broke up with me. It's this type of energy where, oh, now you want to come tell me that you realized that I was the one and they didn't treat you right. They want to come tell you that they realized you was the one, that they didn't treat you right, that they should have treated you better. They've had a come to Jesus moment. They've been going to church and they ready to be. No, because when you was going through what you was going through and you really needed some fucking support and the guidance through this life, they ain't had nothing to say. They was willing to leave your ass out there for dead. They left you for fucking dead. Now you done came back to life on some resurrection, Lazarus come forth shit. And now they feel like, oh, I need to confess to you all of the things I did that was wrong. That shit ain't for you. It's not for you. These confessions are not for you. It's the cry me a river. Come on, and just for real. It's not for you. It's for them. It's so that they can get that shit up off their chest and off their heart, because they see you now and they see how you're ranking up in status and stature. And now they feel like, oh, just to be able to have some type of connection. They ain't got shit else to say, but oh yeah, I fucked over you real bad when we was closer. When I actually had a grasp on you and I had you in the palm of my hand, I didn't know how to do you. I squared you. And tried to squeeze blood out your ass. And I couldn't do it. I had to drop you. But now look, you're doing so good. It's like that type of shit. What the fuck is the point of that? Sunglasses energy is out here. Shades to the bullshit. Blind to the bullshit. This is what I'm tapped into. Yeah, somebody want to admit something to you. Save it. Save it for your deathbed, bitch, for real. That's what it feels like, escape. I'm telling you. Why? Because the reminder, maybe they're seeing you or being asked about you constantly. The reminder that, damn, they self-sabotage, that they struggle with imposter syndrome. Whenever anything good comes into their life, they will ruin it. They will mess it up. And now they want to feel like they want to let you know that they realize that now. What is that going to do? As if you're going to say, oh, I'll give you another chance. I'm glad that you've had this awakening. And now you know that instead of treating me right, you squares me like I was a vegetable and tried to juice me. Oh, yeah, but since you had this awakening, now I'm going to give you a second chance. Is that what the fuck they expecting? Could get the fuck wrong. They not confessing so that you can feel better. You understand that? They're not confessing so that you can feel better. The confession is supposed to emotionally entrap you. It's supposed to make you feel indebted and obligated. Reminiscing energies. I hear somebody reminiscing. This is somebody who struggles with worthiness issues. This is somebody who struggles with worth because they had something good. They had something good and they knew it was good. Maybe you wasn't fully developed. It's like an apple when it's growing on a tree. It starts off as a blossom. It starts off as a flower, and then it grows into a little bud, and then grows into a fruit. Maybe they had you when you were still a little green apple, still a little Granny Smith apple. You hadn't really fully turned into the red, delicious apple that you was gonna be, but they had this apple. They had a whole fucking apple tree. They ain't see the value and the worth in the apple tree before when it was just flowers on the tree. But now that there's fruit on it, oh, I see the value and the worth in it. Hell no. Healing heart energy is out here. Okay, good, cool. We can appreciate that their heart is healing and they start to see things. Cool. But why bring it to you? What is the point of bringing it to you? What is the confession going to do? Is that supposed to make you feel better, or is it supposed to make you feel emotionally indebted? That's what this is. They're not telling you for you to feel better. They're telling you so that you can feel like, oh, I'll give you another opportunity to break me up and crack me up like you did before. Indecisive energies out here with unsatisfied. You got to recognize these traits in a person. Somebody who doesn't really know what they're worthy of and what they deserve. Because if they don't know that they're worthy of good things and that they deserve good things, what do you think that they'll do to them? This is what I'm tapped into. Separation energies out here. They'll hurt them. They say hurt people, huh? So you got to be careful of exposing yourself to situations and circumstances where people who don't know that they deserve good things, because if you're not careful, they'll hurt you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps y'all. There's always solutions to every problem that you face. And sometimes the solution may be something that, like a direction that you prefer not to travel, but it's still a way. You see, co-host? All praise to the Most High. Not going backwards, period. No, I'm good. I'm just keeping moving. Exactly. What deck should we use for the collective messages? Let's see if we can lighten up the mood. I look like Nikki Infin. And use a bad motherfucker, Nikki Infin. Infin. I don't know how to say your last name. Blocked. Cause they don't know me. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to block them. How do you do that? Shantae, can you block for me at Zoma, ZOMAA 777? I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I did it. Shout out to Nikki E. Fine ass. Bad ass. Beautiful ass. They say we look alike.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. If they say we look alike, I know one damn thing. That's a bad motherfucker. I know whoever Nikki is, wherever Nikki is, however Nikki is, they a bad motherfucker. I know they in that bitch looking in the mirror like, okay. All right. They look this way, they say, they look that way, they go, okay, okay, okay. All right, they gonna learn today, Nikki. Nikki. They gonna learn today. Okay? Tell them they gonna learn what a long dick look like today. Huh? Whoever, me and all of my twins, all of our lookalikes, believe that. They going around, they taking everybody person. Men, women, your man, they want your man, your woman, and your daddy. Yeah. They look like me? Yeah, they taking your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and your daddy. Watch them. Put them up. Put them in the house. All of them. I'm in the back of the car with your daddy. He's twerking and popping a perk. I'm in the back of the car with your daddy. He's twerking and popping a perk. Got your daddy popping a perk. And he's twerking. And popping a perk. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The sun card in it is out here. I'm in the back of the car with him. Your father. Your father. And he's twerking. Throwing him back. Popping perks. You call him father, I call him Big Daddy. I'm just playing. The sun card energies out with the 4 wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Today could be a very a very pleasant and positive experience. The 2 of Pentacles energies out here. It's going to be important for you to be a wise steward over your resources at this time. Be careful of making yourself security for another person. But the sun card with the 4 wands, like today, weather-wise, it could be a very beautiful day. Just the experience of today seems to be like something that you've been waiting for. It could even be like you've been wanting to go on a date, or you've been waiting because you know you're having girls' night, or all of this type of things. Like today is going to be a pleasant experience. 3 of Swords energy is out here with the Page of Cups. If you overdrink or if you overspend, you could wake up on the morrow and feel like, oh, what did I do? Hierophant energy is out here. Red or blue pill. You live and you learn. So be careful of like overconsumption. That's going to be like the biggest warning of today. The Chariot card energies out here with the Ace of Swords energies out here, but like something is coming through. Maybe you've been waiting on a message to arrive, or waiting for something to deposit into your account, waiting on this day because there was a date planned or a party that you're going to. These things are going off without a hitch. Ace of Swords energies out with the Chariot, the Transformation card energies out here. Really, really good for you to continue to embody the disciplines that you had to embody in order to manifest this, right? Because sometimes we get the money and we lose all of the discipline that we had in order to attain the money. That's not going to be a beneficial thing. Again, things are going off without a hitch, but beware of overconsumption. 2 of Cups energy is out here, right? So party and bullshit and party and bullshit, but to a limit. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let's see. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, right? You don't want to get up out of what you was struggling in and then go right back into it. Like, finally, it's payday, right? It's payday. You getting this money, and then tomorrow you and you spent it all on your on payday. Like Saturday, you broke. Like, what the fuck? No, right? So have fun, enjoy your experience, but overconsumption is like out there. It's energetically out there. Let's go. We did Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let's go Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Just really deep diving into your subconscious at this, like really trying to understand like the way you move. I like the way you move. Subconscious programming. This is doing a lot of shadow work. Why does it make you feel that way? If it makes you happy or if it makes you mad, why does that particular thing trigger you? There's going to be a lot of shadow work happening. Queen of Pentacles energy is out with the Queen of Swords. Why? Because there's this like conducting and composing that's happening. Your spirit team is wanting you to like evaluate your subconscious so you can understand what triggers you and why it triggers you that way. That's going to be your most powerful path forward to some type of respect. RESPECT. Queen of Pentacles been coming out all week, and we've been talking about that motherly energy, like how people just respect a woman because they know she's a mother. This type of energy. Knight of Wands energy is out here, but there's this Five of Swords energy is out here. Subconscious programming that's kind of destructive and chaotic, a little bit tumultuous, and your spirit team is wanting like you to do some shadow work as to why. Death card energy is out here. Something triggers you like it does. That's what this is. Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. Let me get mad. Let me cut somebody out. Let me pull out that blammy and blamey. The death card energies out here so that you can begin to develop new modalities and new practices that command the respect that you deserve, and in a lot of cases that you've earned. The Wheel of Fortune energies in reverse. It's just that outdated paradigms are no longer working for you. There's a certain approach, a certain way of handling things that's ineffective at this time, and your spirit team is saying it's time for you to develop something new. Is it 1111? Page of Wands energies out here. So here we are together, ready to do whatever. We started off as boys, now we're men and we're making noise. So there's some, it's like it got you as far as it can take you. There's some behaviors, some ways of communicating that got you out of some situations and some circumstances time and time again. But it's taking you as far as it can take you, and it's time for you to develop something. It just feels like more equitable, something that's on this current level. That's what this feels like. That childish shit is not gonna fly in this mature arena. That slave mindset not gonna work in this freedom. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's on this board. Six of Wands. So stop treating yourself a certain way, and other people will stop treating you that way. You can't treat him like any of the other niggas because he's not like any of the other niggas. A lot of victory out here. 6, 7, 8 Wands. A lot of forward movement. 8 angel number. A lot of momentum. And some shadow work that you're doing. Say that don't work for you no more. Now what can you do differently? There's some things that don't work for you no more. Like the way you talk or the way you move. And you're gonna begin to implore or impart different, something different. Don't sugarcoat it. Real nice. You heard me. Who we got next? We did Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's go Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I like the way you look at me. What is the most important message for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo at this time? What does Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo need to know at this time? The Magician card energies out here. I think that you might be telling yourself that you need something, but really you can start right now. You might feel like you can't begin or initiate a task when that just isn't true. You have the capacity to manifest and materialize the things that you desire. It's not going to happen overnight. There could be some resources that you're lacking, but you don't also it's like you don't need them today. It's like your spirit team is saying you could start a business. You could write the business proposal without having received the grant. Like there are some things that you could do, but you might feel like you don't have the money, or you don't have the time, or you don't have enough plans, or whatever it is like that. Maybe you feel like you don't have the discipline, and your spirit team is saying you can start right now with what you have. Maybe you can't go as far as you envision yourself go, but you can make some ground. This is what I'm tapped into. The start. It's not going to happen overnight. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo is not going to happen overnight. And everything that you need to continue your journey is going to be provided along the way. That's what this feels like. The Magician card energies, I have the Star card. And I think it's very important for you to not look at what you don't have and ask yourself what you do have. Remember the wig thing? Remember the wig thing? When the other girls had the same wig that they had on and they had to improvise? And that's what's on this board. This path that you're on into becoming well respected in your own right in regards to what you do, nothing can take you off that path. But what can delay and stop you is you feeling like, oh, I don't have the right wig, or I don't have the right dress, or whatever it is like that. And all of those things will come in due season. This is what I'm tapped into. King of Pentacles energy is out here. And your spirit team is wanting you to consider what moves you can make right now today without the money, or without the disciplines, or without whatever it is that you think you need to start instituting some change, because something got to change. And what happens when we don't choose to move in the ways that we can move, on our own is we invite these tower moments into our life. Seven of Swords energy is out here with the Five of Pentacles, right? So then those moments work like catalysts, right? They work like, I call them funnels, right? Because they become so uncomfortable, you get so squeezed in those moments that it pushes you out into a new level, right? So there's an opportunity for you to change and you to grow. And rather than looking at what you don't have, look at what you do have and ask yourself how you can use what you do have to begin. Because all of the things that you feel like you need, if you do really need them, they will come in time. The Knight of Cups energy is out here with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like your spirit team is saying, get to step in. You might not have much time. The High Priestess energy. High Priestess started us off. High Priestess showing up very prominently. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Get to step in and step on their necks. That's what this feels like to me. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Everything, like you might feel like you don't have this and you don't have that. What do you have? And how can you use what you have to go ahead and begin? Let's say you're making a meal and your in-laws are coming over for dinner and you're making everybody some food, okay? And let's say, oh, you're waiting for the food delivery to come. And you need the food delivery to come before you can really begin cooking. Okay, can you make some rice? Can you set the table? Can you sweep the floor? What can you be doing with what you have right now to begin to set the tone for the experience that you know is coming? That's what this is. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Shantae be making sure I don't get distracted. I feel like I can hear your head going. Shantae, I go on a tangent, Shantae. Shantae say, because you go on a tangent, you gonna get the whole shit fucked. You gonna fuck it all up. I need people like you in my life, Shantae. I really do, because I will. I knock all this shit over.
Mom?
Come on, Dinah. I can see you. Yeah, come on. Just, let's go. No, I'll knock all this shit over. And I love you for that. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Dun, dun, dun. What is the most important message for my air sign? I love you, Shantae. What is my air sign needs to know most? The Hermit card. He's out here. Huey has been showing up a lot. Wisdom. He's also like militant. Look at his scowl. He's also kind of like militant. Whenever I see Huey, I go, Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government lied about 9/11. There's this energy around you being a truth teller and you being a truth speaker, but there's also this energy about timing and using like when you get a chance to speak the truth, timing of when you speak the truth. Like, there's this energy around knowing what to say and knowing when to say it. It's wisdom. That's what this feels like. If you say something too soon, it could be not heard by the people it needs to be heard by. But if you wait for the right time, you will lower the guards of everybody who will want to shut you up. If you say something too soon, it might not be heard by who it needs to be heard by. But if you wait for the right time to express something, then the people who would shut you up would have lowered their guards. That's what this feels like. Three of Pentacles energies out here with the Queen of Wands. It's so evident. Like, it's so undeniable. As much as people want to hate, as much as people want to try to disregard or deny the growth, no matter how subtle or substantial it is, it's evident. It's like when people start getting some hang time on their dreads, right? Like, the growth is evident, no matter how small or insignificant a person would like to say it. Oh, it just grew a little bit. It grew though. It's this type of energy. And so, like, using this wisdom, using this growth wisely is going to be your most powerful path forward, because heavy on, like, you got practitioners, you got it's spirits, right? It's spiritual warfare, right? This is their last ditch effort. They were trying to have something said about you, have something known about you. They wanted people to see you a certain way. And now that you're growing, no matter how insubstantial the growth is, it's like they're like, oh shit, it's happening, right? And so there's this big push to disturb your peace. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Six of Wands energy is out here. So treating yourself accordingly, like a level of self-respect. 6969 angel number, knowing that they trying to flip your script. I think I started this thing. It was like something. It was 609 or something, like it was like whatever it was. It was like 916 or something like that when I started this reading. The Hermit card energy is out here with the 6 and the 4 of swords, disturbing your peace so that they can continue to try to orchestrate events that will allow them to control the narrative. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini is what's happening here, and you being aware of that and understanding that there's a certain kind of way you need to treat yourself so that these entities and energies don't have access to you is going to be your most powerful path forward. 6 of swords energy is out here with the 6 of wands. They can't treat you like any of the other niggas because you not like any of the other niggas, and don't treat yourself that way. Hello, give me some more energy. Hermit card came out twice. Ooh. Your wisdom threatens people. Hermit card came out here twice because you might have a type of socio-political wisdom and you might have a type of spiritual wisdom, and that combination is lethal. Louisiana voodoo. You might got a kind of spiritual wisdom and you might got a socio-political wisdom, and that combination is lethal. Balance. Louisiana voodoo. Emperor card energy. It makes you, we keep this Liam Nielsen taken energy. You might not be rich, you might not be powerful, but you have a special set of skills that makes you a nightmare for people who exist in the darkness. For people who thrive in the lies, your truth and your wisdom is a nightmare for them. Don't put yourself in a position to where you won't be able to express your truth. You understand what I'm saying? 6 of Pentacles. 6, 7. There's something that 3, 6, 9, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 3 plus 6 Pentacles is 9 Pentacles. You also got the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. That's 12. That's 3, 3, 6. You got the Hermit card and the Hermit card out. 3, 6, 9. I told you we started this thing at I think it was 916 or something like that. In any case, what I want to say is your wisdom threatens people. Do not allow the energy around you to put you in a position to where you can't share the wisdom in the way God expects you to. That's what I'm tapped into. The 2 of Cups energy is out with the Justice card. Be ye not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever you sow, that's what you shall reap. And there's no getting around it. So what seeds are you sowing? Whatever these seeds are that you sowing, it's a group of people that got a problem with it. They don't want you sharing this wisdom. They don't want you opening the eyes of the people who listen to you speak or whatever it is like that. Be careful that you're not feeding into their silencing rituals. That's what this feels like. 666 angel number. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. You got a 666, a 99 angel number, and a 369 angel number. Feels like divine alignment to me. Once you understand frequencies and codes, then you'll understand the way of the universe. So understand what frequency that they want to put you in and how they're trying to set up your codes so that you don't react and respond to the negative energy. One more message. Let's get a message about these haters since they want to be so heavily involved in today's energy. It's Friday. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? Fulfilling a fantasy. Channel the message during the week. If you want to manifest your dreams come true, you got to let go of the fantasies. Fulfilling a fantasy, doing drugs, energies out here with game over energies in reverse. Ooh, it's like I guess this feels like your adversaries felt like they were closer than they ever been. Perhaps, you need to really be careful of what you're consuming at this time, because I feel like they want you participating in overconsumption so that they can put you in a state of mind that will get you to behave in certain ways that will cause them to bring an end to what you're building at this time. Red lipstick stains, they coming at you. Right now you're being attacked multiple ways. Through consumption, whether it's food or drugs, it doesn't matter. Also through your mind, so you need to watch you need to be careful and be aware, be conscious of what you're watching, like through your phone and on television or on your laptop or whatever it is like that, because there's a lot of happening spiritually. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities that really want this awakened conscious, this expression of divine that's coming through you to shut the fuck up. You know, I've seen very, very powerful people like Samson. There was a New York, there was a like, was he a governor or was he a mayor of New York? I think he was like the mayor of New York or something like that. And then he got caught in a hotel room with like a tranny or something like that, even though it's not bad. No, I'm not saying anything about being a transgender. I'm just saying that it's very people in power, the way that they try to usurp your power is they try to get you cupcaking. They try to figure out what you lust for. They try to use the energy of lust. That's why consumption is a thing. This is what I'm tapped into. Energy vampire energy is out here. So I think that you need to be very careful of how people are trying to create relationships with you so that they can siphon your energy. That's what this feels like. Stealing your ideas, pretending they invented them. I mean, they tried this, but look at this. Look at this goddamn. They tried to copy you. Girl, do she got on hoops? They tried to copy you. They tried to. They tried to copy you. They tried that. That don't work. Like they tried to recreate your sauce. They tried to cook like you cook, and it don't come out. The flavor is not the same. So they tried to like steal your ideas. They tried to do what you do in the ways that you do it, and it comes off as a costume. It comes off as okay, you copying somebody. Where did you get this from? Because I would love to see the original do it. I bet it was really good. That's how they do it. Whatever. In Mars retrograde energies out here. But if you would just stop. Oh, it's getting juicy. If you would just shut up, right? Like if you would just stop, then they would be able to pull this off, right? Because a Chrysler 300 looks like a Phantom until a Phantom pulls up. So they want you to just bag off, right? Like they just want you to really, really sit down and shut up. And if they have to put you into a stupor through drugs or even through like a honeypot, like sending a relationship to you that's just meant to distract you, this is what they'll do. Recording energy is out here because those outdated paradigms work better. Thank God that you have evolved past those outdated paradigms. It's a lot of people, like, and you know, family came up significantly, but it's a lot of people that felt like it was, you were done. They felt like you were done. It was over with for you, that you had reached a low so low that you would never be able to come back up to a sense of consciousness or a sense of self. People thought it was over with for you. But there are some announcements. Beedle-a-deed-da-deed! Surprise! This is what I'm tapped into. And keep surprising these motherfuckers. Never allow them. Oh, shit, girl. Never allow them. This last card is something else. Never allow them to feel like they're getting over on you. Pay attention to your dreams. If you had interesting dreams last night, just interesting to say the least, please put it in the chat. Because now that this pay attention to your dreams card is coming out, and I remember my dreams from last night, I'm like, all of the shit that's happening in the chat makes so much sense. Oh, pay attention to your dreams. They are telling you something. If you are not sure about what the dreams mean, just pray and tell God that you don't agree to any contracts. Oh, you ain't see that fly mine when it was a little gnat that flew. I don't even know where it came from. When you go into these dreams, let's say you wake up and you're not sure, damn, did I eat? Did I drink? Did I have sex? You say, God, I don't agree and I don't consent to any contracts, nullify and void any contracts, known and unknown, that I have agreed to in my dreams. That you have to immediately do that when you wake up. You wake up, you say our Father's prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. You say that prayer if you don't know what else to say, because it nullifies whatever contracts that you have entered into, known and unknown, that are not for your highest good, okay? Because they definitely trying to get your cookies in your sleep. Probably somebody from your past that you already know cut off, that probably got some perverse-ass spirits onto them, and those perverse-ass spirits that once had a hold on you is trying to get back. Oh, my God. Today's lives make so much sense now that I remember my motherfucking dream from last night. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Knowing they fucked up. Ah, now they know. Yeah. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right? Yeah. On Friday the 13th. Yeah. You know you fucked up. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I love y'all so much. I love this experience. I'm always grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something that helps. We have to do free readings for members. We have to do free readings for members. I think we should do that today. Is today a good day to do free readings for members? Maybe tomorrow would be a better day. So I'm making this announcement that we're doing free readings for members on tomorrow. We normally don't do lives on in the mornings on the weekend, but tomorrow we're going to do free readings for members, and I'll remind you tonight on the check-in on the nightcap. Okay, what's a good time? 0502. I'm not a time person. What's a good time for you? Three in the afternoon? Duh, right? I'm Central Time. And so remind me this evening. We're gonna do it at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, evening. Maybe I'll put a little I'll figure out how this app works so I can like let everybody know. Now Kia say between 9 and 11. And I'll put the little notification. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I'm going to do free readings today on the Blue app for members and subscribers if you want to join me over there. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. Wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you. Take it easy.